Hi there, now we're making Greek beef burgers. From your pantry, you will need an egg and some olive oil. Firstly, we're going to start with the oregano. Grab some oregano leaves, roll them into a tight ball, and then chop it into small pieces. Oregano is related to the marjoram herb. It's aromatic, warm, and has a slightly bitter taste. It is more flavourful when it has been dried, but it is also delicious fresh. When you use a sharp knife, it means that you actually slice the herb and you don't bruise it. So make sure you slice it into some really small pieces. Next, we're moving on to our olives. So grab the olives that in your pack. You'll need half of the olives for this recipe and half the olives for the Greek salad. So as you can see, we're using a knife blade to press on each of the olives. This breaks open the olive, so then we can go back and remove the seed from each olive. As you can see, it's a little bit messy, but it is relatively easy to do. We don't actually use pitted olives in this recipe because I've found that the pitted olives that you get from the deli are saltier and mushier because they've been sitting around in brine. So when they've been split open and then they're soaked in the brine, you actually lose some of the olive taste, and a lot of what you're tasting is the brine, which is the liquid that the olives are in. It's also a good idea when you're dealing with olives that you've pitted yourself that run your knife through the olives to find any pips that may have been left behind. It might have happened to you, it has happened to me. You bite it down hard on an olive, you find that there's a bit of an unexpected olive pip there, and you don't want to be chipping a tooth. So there they are, all done. And now with your sharp knife, once again, chop the olives into small pieces. Fantastic. Okay, now we're on to our lemon. Grab the lemon and grate it into fine pieces. You can see the grater that I'm using here is very small, and you just want small pieces of the lemon. You really do need to wash the lemon, unless it's a lemon you've grown yourself. Wash the lemon well before using it to remove any wax. What the lemon zest does, it infuses a citrus flavour through the burgers, and it also has lots of essential oils and some strong flavours. The zest is the colourful part of the fruit. The soft white part under the zest is called the pith. It has a bitter flavour with very little citrus taste and may result in an unpleasant taste in food. So make sure you're only getting the yellow part of the lemon when you're grating it. You could also use a microplane, a vegetable peeler, the fine side of a cheese grater, or a very sharp knife. Turn the lemon as you're grating it so you don't penetrate the pith. Now what I want you to do is mix all of your ingredients together in a bowl. First of all, place the beef in the bowl, and now get your egg in another clean bowl. Crack the egg into the bowl. Make sure there's no eggshell. And then with your fork, use that to gently whisk the egg until there's no differentiation between the yolk and the white of the egg. Next thing we're going to be doing is to add the egg to the beef. Gorgeous. And after that, grab the breadcrumbs and add the breadcrumbs to the beef. Chopped olives. Now add the chopped oregano. Add your grated lemon. And crumble feta all over the beef. Doesn't that feel good, squeezing it between your fingers? Okay, now wash your hands, and with your wet hands, you're going to mix all the ingredients together. You need to continue until it's evenly mixed, but don't overmix or the meat will become tough. Make sure that all the ingredients that you've added are well and truly combined with the meat. Okay, fantastic. So that is now mixed very evenly. Grab the whole batch, put it onto a plate, and as you can see here, I'm dividing the mixture into 4 patties. Now you roll them into 4 evenly sized balls. You want them about the same size so they cook at the same pace. Okay, once that's done, you press the thumb into the top of each of the balls to make a little dimple. This stops the burger from puffing up in the middle as it cooks. Press them down slightly to flatten. Okay, now heat the frying pan on a medium to high heat. And while you're doing this, you might want to be making your Greek salad. So when the pan's hot, add 1 tablespoon of oil to the pan. If you have pre-made the burgers, you'll want to take them out of the fridge for at least 10 minutes before cooking so the burger is at room temperature. Make sure the oil is hot when you add your burgers. Listen to that sizzle. It's fantastic. Okay, so with the cooking of the burgers, this will take about 5 to 7 minutes on each side. So pause the video and, as I said, start working on the salad. As your burgers are cooking, you might want to move them around the pan so the cooking is more even. When one side is golden brown, flip them over and cook on the other side. If you're finding that some of the burgers are cooking more quickly than others, move the ones that are not cooking quite so quickly into the center of the pan. They're looking great. So now that those ones are golden brown, flip them over. Now, just a reminder, don't press down on the burger as it's cooking, as this will release all the natural juices and make your burger dry. Cook the other side until that too is golden brown. Aren't they looking just delicious? Make sure you're cooking your burgers on a gentle flame, otherwise you could run the risk of having them burn. Okay, we're almost ready to go. Once they are cooked, obviously we remove them from the pan. You'll see here that I'm taking a little look underneath the burger to make sure that they are well and truly cooked on each side before I take them out of the pan.